Croeso. Welcome to Britain's Hidden History. Me, Ross Broadstock. And thank you to Gavin Lloyd from the Britain's Hidden History Facebook group. So you can come along and join, discuss things like this. And he spotted this on the ITV news page. It's the Hall of Kings used by East Anglia's first royals found at Rendlesham with links to Sutton Hoo. Now, if you might not be aware, go and have a look in the playlist. You'll see a whole playlist about Sutton Hoo and how flimsy the evidence is for it being Angle and the whole Redwold thing. It's all falling apart, and it's only based on a few guesses anyway. So let's see how they come to conclusion. This is East Anglia, so it's 1400 years old, right? This is always the curious thing. Can't make it any older, because then that would make it British, unless you can leap it further older to make it Roman. So the curious one here, because if they make it Roman, then it means they've got to acknowledge the British presence there as well in the intervening years before the Angles supposedly turned up, okay? So we look in here, they've got a very narrow window, because if it was, such confidence, it was the seat of power from which a major province of the East Anglian Kingdom, focused on the valley of the River Deben, was ruled for 150 years between 570 and 720. Even that's not certain. There's hardly any evidence to support any of this. It really is conjecture. So you can read all about that. I'll put them up, excuse me. This mouse is playing up. I'll put those in the description. So what I was curious to know is why, what made them think it was Anglo-Saxon? How they dated this, or Angle? That's copper, apparently. Looks very new as well. But anyway, copper alloy. Well, copper's been used for a long time. Right, so excavations reveal a large timber hall. Fire enough. Perimeter ditch. Remains of food preparation, dress jewellery, some pottery. Aha, hang on. Traces of earlier settlement and activity on the site in the early Roman period, 1st century, and then you have to miss the Britons again by making it early Neolithic, 4000 BC. So it's another example of the craziness where you can't have any British history. You can have Roman history, you can have Anglo-Saxon history, you can have really long time ago history. There's no British period. But there's not, they talk about this TV series about the way the dig was done, all that. Right, so into archaeologists' news. Hopefully get a little bit more informed content here, but no, it's pretty much the same thing. Just print nice lots of pictures of children getting involved, which is very nice. But what have they got here? Right, so they're talking here about Sutton Hoo. So you go through that on the other videos. You'll see nothing to show its angle or of that period. Now, this is the bit I just love. It's classic, okay? So you got these various things are found. Right, there's also a Roman coin dated from 330 to 335. Like, we could question the dating of the Roman coin and everything, okay? But let's just play along with their game at the moment. It's their rules. They've written the game. And it says 330, 335 AD. And yet the site is at least 570 or whatever they called it. Someone's walking around like a 240-year-old Roman coin. And that doesn't make anyone suspicious to think maybe it's more towards the end of what they call the Roman period. And it actually be British. It's absolutely weird when you look at it closely. And also, look at the funding they get. Wow, look at this. £500,000. Woohoo! So we're doing something wrong. We can't get 50 pence to look into British places. And so just thought we looked then. So there you go. And there's other stories here. If you scroll down, I could do another program just about this one with this Anglo-Saxon coins. Again, it's pretty flimsy. But there you go. Have a read the articles, become informed, and learn all about this. And please, we're still waiting on the release of the information that they got back from their testing of the rivets in the boat at Sutton Hoo. It must be a year and a half ago now. They will not release the results to the public. That makes you wonder, doesn't it? Oh well, we keep chasing them up. Well, Bob Morgan is being very well on that one. So well done, Bob. Keep their toes to the fire, mate. Let's hope that one day, finally, they'll tell us what they found. Of course, between you and me, we're hoping, or not hoping, there's a hunch. The reason they're keeping it quiet is because maybe it's the irons from Britain, which would screw up all the Scandinavian things. There you go, it's just conjecture. But hey, why not fact is something conjecture, as you see with this article. Doesn't have to come in the way of a good story, does it? All right, so lots more to come. Till next time, Hedwch.